Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do love you, Leeds, 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 Leeds. Come on, boys. Welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. I'm Matty. And yes, some exciting sort of deals happening at Leeds United. We saw the Bijol sort of stuff come out from Fabrizio Romano, which we're buzzing about that one. That's one we really want to get done as Leeds fans. The Lucas Mecha came out of the weekend, free transfer, no-brainer for me. If he can get back to his the best version of himself, we could maybe end up with a German international playing for Leeds United as a free transfer, which would be brilliant. And let's not forget who the last free transfer at Leeds United was. One Sam Byram. He did pretty well considering his injury record, so happy with that. But I just wanted to do a quick video to obviously discuss the Noah Sadiki links. This is also one that I'm fairly excited about. Again, you know, we've said, numerous people have said, to be fair, there's going to be players that we've never heard of. We're going to be linked to players that sort of come out of nowhere. This one looks a bit like that. Obviously, Habib Diarra's one I'd love to get done. This guy, is he a cheaper alternative to him? Potentially. You know, he's a centre midfielder. He looks very capable. He's only 20 years of age again. Habib Diarra's only 21. He looks a bit more of a... I'd say Diarra's probably the one I'd prefer. The price tag probably tells you he's a better player, he's a more valuable player. But there's no doubting the capabilities of Noah Sadiki. He's very highly thought of in Belgium. And obviously, this article came out so from Sasha Tavolieri, you know, my pronunciation is never great, but Leeds United are the first to make a move for Noah Sadiki. The Peacocks have made contact to gauge the intentions of Union Saint-Gilloise management with an initial offer starting at €10 million. So I expect the €10 million to fall short. Like many things in life, buying a house or buying a footballer, your first bid probably gets rejected. But again, it shows that Leeds are active. We're definitely not waiting around for that 1st of July like some of us worried about. With the imminent signing of Bijol and Mecha. Definitely moving forward, try to build that squad. Capable of staying in Premier League, getting it done early. So they've got pre-season together, so they can gel during pre-season with, you know, a decent pre-season coming up, games against AC Milan and Scum. So really excited for them to hopefully build this squad as quick as they can, but making sure they get the deals right. And this looks a decent deal for the fee. It's probably a little way off. Like I say, I would imagine the starting offer not to be accepted. But if we put a bid in for €10 million, I would assume it's going to come in a lot cheaper than what Habib Diarra would. He's very versatile. Getting to some of his bits and bobs on here, one sec. Share my screen with us. So like I say, Noah Sadiki, Union Saint. I wish he played for another team. Union Saint-Gilloise. 20 years of age, plays for Congo. He came through all the Belgian levels. And then chose Congo, or didn't get picked for Belgium. I can't profess to know. He's valued at €5.5 million. Like I say, it's going to take a lot more than that to get him, I think. But very versatile. CM, DM, attacking mid, right wing, but he has played a lot of right back as well. He's played a few games at right back. So very versatile. Plays predominantly as a centre midfielder. He's used to winning. He's been 108 games he's played now at 20 years of age. So that's just in Belgium as well. For Union Saint-Gilloise, so they played 19 games at Anderlecht as well a couple of years before that. So we're playing for Anderlecht at 17 years of age, which obviously a huge club in Belgium. But yeah, he's been challenging for titles. I think he won the domestic cup the year before last. He won the league in Belgium with Union Saint Gilloise last season. The amount of games he's playing, he's getting through. You know, we're worried about certain players coming in with injuries and stuff like that. This guy's nothing of that. Started 37 to 39 games in a championship winning team. You know, yeah, Belgium's not a great division. It's not. But they've won the league and he's started 37 of 39 games, 3,300 minutes, 1 goal, 1 assist, average rate of 7.2 in the green, which always looks good. Says 1 goal coming from inside the box. Yeah, he's not known for his shooting when you look down here. Expected assists is up there. His passing accuracy 87.3%, really good successful passes 1,214. Like I say, it touches the opposition box, he gets forward a lot, so he's got that to adapt his game really. He gets forward enough to score more than the 1 goal he's got. Something he'll have to improve in. At 20 years of age, he's got a lot of growth to still come. But yeah, tackles 137, he duels 141, he's in the green, it's really good. Interceptions, he's for me, he's a very similar mould of player to Habib Diarra. Is this a concrete link? Is this just a bit of a budget link? Someone's sort of seen and been able to put 2 and 2 together, and hopefully he's got 4, but maybe not. You know, he's highly rated. But like I say, he's very much in the mould of Diarra. If someone can break forward, he got a good engine on him of what I've seen. Done a bit of research on him. Looks very capable player. Still really, really young. I think the Diarra one, it probably just looks a little bit more of a composed player. It looks a little bit old head on young shoulders, whereas Noah Sadiki is still a bit of a rough diamond. Still needs to still grow a little bit. He's only a year younger than what Habib Diarra is, but I just think Diarra looks a little bit more Prem ready now. But Sadiki, if you are talking around the 10 million euros mark, that would be a great signing for Leeds for me. How versatile he's, like I say, centre mid, DM and right back is what I've sort of been seeing him play at, but it shows he's played a little bit further forward than that as well. So the amount of games he's played and got through, I think it's, at 20 years of age to have played that many games, 108 for them, 19 and 40, you're in excess of 150 games there. 150 games at 20 years of age, and he's won a title and a cup. There's a player in there. No red cards, 6 yellows. So he's he's for me, for his age, for the money it's sort of looking at, I don't see a downside to bringing him in. Again, he probably wouldn't be a guaranteed starter. A bit like a Metcher. Maybe he comes in as a squad player. I think at 20 years of age, playing in Belgium, you can offer him that at Leeds United in Premier League and he'd probably take it. But everything I've seen about him, and do your own digging, have a little nosy yourself at his highlights and stuff, and what I've seen, he looks like, I say, he's got a great engine on him, can get back, he's pretty quick as well, quite nippy. Looks a really, really talented player for his age. Like I say, he's really highly rated in Belgium. The fact he's won silverware at only 20 years of age, plus amassing 150 games, to be playing for Anderlecht at 17, it might only be Belgian league, but in Belgium, Anderlecht are obviously huge. And to be playing for them, it goes to show you the talent, what he had at 17, 18 years of age. So yeah, don't know how concrete it is. The source seems like it's got a bit of validity to it, but we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm hoping we still get Habib Diarra will be my preferred choice, but this lad, upside potential is huge, and if it is the valuation we've sort of got him at around 10 million euros, if we've got to stretch a little bit further, is it worth the risk potentially? There's a lot, we always say there's more value in Europe going out there, but obviously it's more high risk the more you spend on these players, because there's no guarantee they'll be able to bring that talent and that sort of like how well they've done in these other leagues, that are nowhere near Prem level. They may have done well there. They may have won trophies. They may have performed on a consistent basis. But bringing that to England and Premier League's obviously a different kettle of fish. But sometimes you've got to take these risks with certain players, and I think he looks worth around that mark of 10 million. But we'll have to see what comes out. You know, the 49ers work in silence. This is one that's sort of come out of nowhere today. Does that mean it's close to happening? We'll see if more reports continue in the coming days. But yeah, Noah Sadiki linked to Leeds United with apparently an offer gone in of about 10 million euros. So we'll see if that's a load of waffle or not in the coming days. But Leeds are definitely making moves. It's getting, you know, every day now we're hearing more and more links that don't seem a million miles off the truth, which we have seen a lot of them over the coming weeks. But now it seems to be getting into more, rather than rumour mill territory, a bit more proven links and more likely to happen some of these transfers. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, Noah Sadiki, I wouldn't mind him as a squad option. I wouldn't mind him as a squad option. I think he's got the profile that we need. I'm starting to lean towards wanting potentially is to maybe flip Gruev. Can we move Gruev on for more money? Tidy player, rate Gruev very highly. I just think we need physical players in there and runners and people with an engine. And I don't think Gruev's got that. I think he's a little bit lightweight, and I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll struggle in Prem, in my opinion. Someone like a Noah Sadiki or a Habib Diarra, I prefer that sort of mould now to complement Tanaka and Ampadu going forward. But we shall see. But anyway, have a good day. Take care. Peace out.